We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Houston Texans. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got him in, complete. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early, but I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant, as we get into it a little bit, they decided to just come right out swinging.
Back to throw now on first down. That is caught by Josh Oliver, the former San Jose State Spartan. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 more yards and another first down.
What do you think, Gertie? Huh?
Opening minute and all
Gertie
to the red zone.
Hey.
First and 10 at the 19. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Point after by Lambo, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. Here's Wilson. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now, Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's a handoff to Mostert running left. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 26-yard line. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes when quarterbacks run a sneak, they wait a second or two just to see which way to go with the football. And in this case, that hesitation cost him.
Mostert. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Third down and goal now. This Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. Again, it's Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return, Phillips. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Winless to start the year at 0-2, and now they get the Thursday night game here in week 3. So I don't know, does the fact that they're back out so quickly, Charles, help or hurt their cause?
Oh, I say unequivocally help, because you always want a Thursday game earlier in the schedule rather than later, just because the grind of the season hasn't really set in yet. But also, if they can get a win here, they get a mini open week, recharge a little bit, and carry some fresh momentum into the rest of the season.
5 yards remain on 2nd down. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Rondale Moore, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. To throw is Wilson. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Wilson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the interior of the defensive line. And these guys, they're normally anchors of that spot. And they don't often get clear shots at the quarterback. But in this case, he got past the center and the guard in no time and got there to make the play.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Raheem Mostert there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are the things you have to look out for in games like this.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Panthers have recovered. 10-7 our score after run right here on EA Sports. Following the fumble recovery, it's Wilson. He hits his target, Lockett. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Mostert. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possession.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Second and long. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
This is Smith with a ground. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
He'll drop to throw. There's the rookie from Auburn, Anthony Schwartz.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
Well, it certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Hey, come on.
Just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We'll just get on our backs and we'll still get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers and a 1st down here. Now it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the 1st. Good coverage downfield.
Come on.
Taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run. Here's Wilson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40, the 30, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. Touchdown, Panthers. Robert Woods from 21 yards away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
The number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
And what a great call defensively there, because they decided to bring pressure off the corner. And a lot of times, those big linemen, they can't account for the speed of a defensive back. And that time, he made a beeline right for the quarterback and got him. The cat blitz, tough to defend.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to look deep for more.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Here's Braden Mann now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They hand it off to Mostert. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And this one is right through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Panthers out in front, and they will give the football first. Second half action underway. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. On first down, Wilson getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
They'll run right side with Mostert. Credit the tackle to Darius Phillips.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Second and 7. Now Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 33. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. Touchdown, Carolina! Anthony Fertzer, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Panthers add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Moore.
And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll drop to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
This is Hines. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They'll try the left side. It's Hines, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Back to throw here. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Oliver, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now down to 20. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here's Cooks on the return. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
Signed in the offseason, Jadeveon Clowney, everywhere he goes, people expect to see what we just saw. Him chasing quarterbacks and putting them on the deck. He's been around in this league a number of different places, but in each spot, the expectation is that he may get double-digit sacks.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. P.J. Hall there to make the tackle.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he can do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Mostert a 1st down carry. This will wind up only getting him a couple. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Got some room at the 30. They find some open field here. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
Now a give to Mostert running right. 1st down and a little left. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over.
Yeah, remember now, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear video evidence to the contrary. And I give these officials a lot of credit. Such a tough and demanding job. You and I both know that. Yeah, they make the right call way more often than they get it wrong.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 131 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Now it's Wilson. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. John Bates, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Panthers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. On the return, Phillips. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh finding the path to the QB there.
2nd and 11 now.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. Here's the sneak with Wilson, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
On the return, Phillips.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot and pick.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm him at all.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. He'll buy some time right. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Panthers. There he goes, left side. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another.
Yo, pal, week 2, season 1. Let's go. What do we got here? We're going to Cleveland on the ropes by the Texans, but they pull out in the fourth quarter. Fourth quarter comeback caused a lot of drama. Keepers got their skills rolled back, but the Browns got the dub. Hold that. Oh, don't believe the hype of this cat talking about, it's because of remote play. Nah, dog, you just sitting there holding the ball, dude. You don't even know what you was doing downfield. Come on, son. You ain't fooling nobody. Yo, look at this cat. Look at this clown over here. Joker ass. There's more where that came from. Look at this. Oh, my bad. Remote play. Let me just roll to the sideline and throw it to the other sideline. It would have been complete if I wasn't remote. Yeah, right, son. This is a trash bum decision. Because you're a scrub like that. You ain't never winning that division, dogs. That's my hot take of the year. Never. Look at you. The post commentator, I don't know, the headsets were broken. But there's more where that came from. Cody over here, repping the AFC North. Redskins out of here. Hold that, Mr. Dial-Up. Take that L. You win in your appeals though in the political realm in court there, Monkey 6'9". Anyway, number 8. What do we got here? Oh, it's Sarvi on the ropes. 3-point lead. Cardinals down the sideline. Doesn't get in the end zone. No, but it's late in the game. Only 4 minutes left. Cardinals about to go up 2 scores. They're gonna line up in goal line. Probably just run the ball in. But guess what? We ain't get to see it because he cut the screen. Number 7. Yo, check this out right here. Trey area. Yo, let me get a steak and cheese. Blah, 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 blah. Destroy the 49ers. Number 6. Yo, homeboy over here throwing for like 1,000 yards a game. Breaks a tackle, stops on a dime. Walks in. Blowout. In Buffalo. Here we go. Snorts. Looking back. See, don't be throwing from the left hash to the right side of the field. That's how this shit goes back the other way. Come on. Get better. Number 4, yo. Keep this shit right here. Back. Bomb. Chiz over here with Stein when his X Factor. Go. Jack by number 21. Going back the other way. Oh, he tries to hit stick the air. Everybody gets pancaked. Yo, this shit was a blowout, dude. That Dolphins are a problem. I don't even know how they blew that game to the Patriots won. Number 3. Oh, Tillman after a week 1 L to the Saints. Ghost Factor. Yo, let me re-roll for that ability, dogs. Yo, we're going to slow that one down again. Look at this nonsense. Mr. Invisible. Yo, Tillman knows all the cheese. Look at that. Cheese. The cheese heads with Tillman should be interesting. Number 2. Oh, late in the game. Jet sweep. Whoops. Got him. Clincher. Colts win. Number 1 play. Chargers. Dallas. Run up the middle. Pollard. He gets out of it. He's gone. What a run. Everybody on the field was in that pileup. Someone cut the electricity. City Films. Yo, RML 22, year 1. We
Herb Splatson with an RML special report.
Have you seen this man? He has been going around to different barbershops asking for PlayStation 5s. He goes by the name of Dogfather. I guess he fucks bitches. Please help him, because his sugar mama has not been able to buy him a PS5. Thank you, and good night.